welcome to this exciting episode of Cooking with the Sign Man. Today I'm going to be doing a pork shoulder roast. Let's call it a butt roast, whatever. Not really off a pig's butt, it's off of his shoulder, his arm. So, I got this at Rayleigh's. It's 5 pounds, $10. A few things I'm going to use. I'm going to use a rub, stubs. It's got black pepper, salt, and some paprika in it. Coat it with some yellow mustard to start with. Later on I'll have some barbecue sauce and add some applesauce to spritz it down. Add my spray bottle. So we'll open this up. This has the bone in it. And I'm going to rinse it off first. And leave all the fat on it. The pork roasts aren't very flavorful to start with, and we need all that fat, the marbling. That's what I kind of look for, is some of the marbling to add that little flavor in it. So after I got it rinsed off, I'm just going to dab some of the water off of it. And I'm going to coat it with some yellow mustard. It's going to kind of help the, it's going to help all of the rub kind of stick to the, don't sound too good. There we go. Make sure you get all the sides, every little nook and cranny. And also keep your hands clean so the missus doesn't go berserk on you. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning here in sunny California. And now I have a generous amount of mustard on there. I'm going to start with my rub. I want to get every little nook and cranny with the rub. Nice generous amount. That'll kind of help with the bark on it. Make sure you get every little bit of it. Put a generous amount on. Oh yeah, looks good enough to eat right now. Like I said, keep the hands clean for the missus. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and get my Traeger pellet barbecue going. Yeehaw. Alright, we're back. I'm going to set my smoker on smoke with Traeger. Hickory and apple chips inside. And we'll set it to smoke. Until we see a little gray smoke come up. Alright, starting to get a little bit of white smoke. Turn it up to 225. Shut the lid. Let it preheat until the temperature rises up to 225. Alright, we got my internal temperature about 225. Go ahead and put this thing on. And we're going to let it sit for about, it's going to smoke for about 225 for about 3 hours. I'll spritz it every hour with some apple juice. I'll see you in an hour. All right, here we go. It's first hour. We're going to open her up. And we're going to put a little apple juice on it. The apple juice will keep a little moisture in it, and we'll be back in another hour. All right, we're back again an hour later. It's 9:15. Just gonna spray it down with a little more apple juice. Keeping the temperature about, well, I just opened the lid, but it's staying about 225 right now. It's going to stay like that till about another hour, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it in a roasting pan, cover it, and let it finish up till it reaches about a 200 degrees internal temperature. Okay, I removed my pork butt from the barbecuer. I'm going to put it in a little roasting pan. As you can see, it's already cracking a little bit, the fat layer and stuff, and it's just looking good. I got one of these little Weber instant thermometers. I kind of like to know. I hate that probe where you put in, you wait, and you wait. It's just simple. You just turn it on, and it'll give you a internal reading right away. We're about 125 degrees internal. We're going to cook it up to about 200 degrees. What I've done now is I've taken it out. I can spritz it up with them again a little bit if I want to, don't wait. But what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the pan, and I left my tools outside, so I'll just, I know it's probably going to be a little hot, so I'll just grab some paper towels here. And I'm going to go ahead and lift it into the roasting pan here. There we go. Okay, well, that smells good already. What I'm going to do is put it in a roasting pan now. I'm going to roast it until it gets to an internal temperature of about 200 degrees or so, 190 to 200. All I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 cups of applesauce, I keep calling it applesauce, apple juice. We're going to add two cups of that. And I'll spritz down the top one more time. Put a generous amount on to keep it moist. And I might add a little more rub to the top of it. Just give it a little bit more flavor in there. Some people add little barbecue sauce to the apple juice and stuff, but for now, I'm just going to leave it there. My TV just turned on. I got Shark Week going on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap it. Not really wrap it. I'm going to cover the pan here with some foil. Okay. And then I'm going to return it to the barbecuer, and I'm not going to check it now for a little while. I'm probably going to let it go about, maybe 3 hours before I even go check it. Once the internal temperature, like I said, gets up to about 190, 200, and what the pork butt is, like I said, it's the shoulder, it's not really the butt because that's the ham. It's kind of a tougher muscle, and you want to cook it a long time, and it'll break it down, and it'll just make it fall off tender. I mean, you'll see when we go ahead and pull it off at its final. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back on the barbecue, and we'll be checking back periodically. Okay, I'm back. We're going to take a little look at this. Been on since 10:30, covered. A little close up there. Oh yeah, look at this, juice is boiling. Nice and moist in there. Take an internal temperature reading. Okay, about 175, so we can let it sit a couple more hours. Okay, I just used my meat probe. It's about 200, 201, 202, 198, depends on the area. Anyways, it's time to come off. It's been on since 7:15 this morning, so it's been in there for 8 hours. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out. It's going to go into a little ice chest. I have a towel at the bottom, and it's just going to stay in there for about an hour. Otherwise, if you try to take it out and pull it now, it's just going to dry out instantly. All the juice will just run out. But this way, it'll give it a chance to keep all the juices in there and it'll be nice and tender. So we'll check back in an hour when we go to pull it. All right, here we are back with the final unveiling here of the pulled pork. It's been sitting in an ice chest for the last hour, kind of doing a little cool down. First thing I want to do, got my pan, copper pan, is I want to pour the juice out into this pot and save it because I might be using the juice again. So hopefully I won't pour it all over the place. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm going to pull the bone out. Did have a bone in it. And the bone should come out very easily, like that. That tells you that it's done. Which it did. Now I'll adjust my camera so we can get a little better view here. All right, here we are back again. Got the bone out. A little bit better view so everybody can see. Hello. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of shred it up. It just kind of comes out tender. See how it tastes here. Ooh, it's still a little hot. Kind of anxious to see how it tastes after cooking all day. Mmm, very good. Nice, moist, tender. Now it's going to be a good one. Look at how it just kind of breaks up. You can pull out some of the chunks of fat out of there too. It did have some fat. A lot of the fat cooks away. Oh yeah. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Well, not quite chicken dinner, but it's a winner, winner. And then what you can do, you can add more sauce if you want from the sauce that we had. Then you can add a little bit of barbecue sauce to it. I like the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Add some barbecue sauce to it. Some people put a little bit more rub on it. You can season it however you want. And so there we go. We started our pulled pork this morning at 6:30. I took it out, seasoned it, started the Weber barbecue, which I like about the Weber, or not Weber, the Traeger, is you just set it, and it's pretty much trouble-free. You don't have to worry about regulating your temperature. It's all done. And so I left it uncovered for 3 hours. Every hour I spritzed it with some apple juice, and then we covered it and we cooked it in apple juice, 2 cups of apple juice for another. I took it off at 3:30, so another 5 hours. So altogether it was about 8 hours to cook it, and it's just moist and tender and delicious. Alrighty. Okay, we're back. We're gonna make up a little sandwich here. Just gotta try one right away before dinner here. Pulled pork on here. And we'll top it with a little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. We'll give this a try. Very delicious. You can add some more juice to it if you want to add a little bit more flavor. Some people put more rub on it, barbecue sauce, but it needs nothing else. Alrighty, thanks for watching this exciting episode of Cooking with Bob the Sign Man. Alright, there we go. Tonight's meal will have pulled pork sandwich, put a little coleslaw on top of it, little bacon and blue cheese potato salad, and a side of coleslaw to go with it. Nothing like a pulled pork on a Traeger.